So
There it is. I got it now.
Oh, there
Yeah,
we're back, guys.
No,
Yeah.
we're in. We're in.
Oh,
First
I'm
day,
sorry.
folks.
Yeah. First time caller, long time listener.
Just
Roll.
got to get those jitters right out. You know what I mean?
That's the way
Roll
to
has
do it.
been our producer now for 17 years, and he's tremendous. So round of applause for Raul for getting the volume down.
Say his name one more time.
Roll.
Okay, you got it that time.
Yeah, what did I say before?
Raw rule.
Raul.
Sound like Ja Rule.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Okay. No, yeah, I just say a round of applause to this guy because we just figured out that we can control the the volumes.
Yes, there we go.
So there it is.
Coming live from the Pearland Podcast Studio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, grabbing the brisket here. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. We got a wonderful episode planned for you guys today. We are lucky enough to have an in-studio guest today. We got Perry Brooks, the Brisket Man, aka the meat salesman. You do everything.
Yeah, lead counter, barbecue expert, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
Stone
it's
Cold
like
Meats, League City.
Stone Cold Meats. So yeah, listen, barbecue's a passion.
For sure.
And this has led you in this journey to not opening up one place, right?
Not even opening up two.
Not even opening up two places.
Trace times.
Opening up 3 different locations that you're actively involved in. This has to be a passion because the other day we're hanging out and you made this comment. You said I'm up at like 1 a.m.
Yeah, so Thursdays, I go into Cypress, and that's so we have a smoker there in Cypress with a full kitchen, and Thursdays is brisket day.
Yeah.
So, I leave League City about 1 o'clock.
That's awesome.
And I get back about 3-4 p.m.
Dude, that's a long day.
Yeah.
That is a long day. If that's not your passion, there's no way you're doing that. Time after time, you're not rinsing, repeating. You're like, how do I get out of this? You know what I mean?
No, it's not how do I get out of it? What can I do more?
Yeah, right.
How can I do it better? How
Yeah.
do I polish it? Feeding the public, man. Barbecue is life. Whenever I first met y'all, had a food truck. So this is a long time coming for us kind of get together.
Mhm.
So just missed opportunities of trying to get to the food truck with all of us. But in 18, started the food truck.
Yep.
And serving public. And that became something to where it was like 8-day week, 8 days a week, 26 hours a day. It was hard on me and my family, but more so my family, because it's just passion for me. So, get up and smoke and repeat,
Yeah.
So I got to know the Stones with the meat market with having the food truck. That was, I guess, my go-to people to get all the briskets for catering. I did large parties, weddings, quinceañeras, graduations, becauses, just anything that would allow me to feed people. I would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
What got you?
awesome.
What got you into it in the beginning? I mean, you 18-year-old getting into catering, food truck. I mean, what sparked that whole thing?
Well, not 2018.
Oh, 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
I
I
thought
got
you
my
said
food
18.
truck.
I
Yeah,
was like,
no. Well,
damn,
so
right out of high school.
it grew up in Piney Woods, East Texas. That's what you do. My brother would always have rabbits that he would show, and you could only show X amount, and he would have a lot more. So the ones that got culled got thrown in the hot grease.
Mm-hmm.
And so just uncles building pits in the backyard and just welding and going at it. I've always been around barbecue. And then just as I became an adult, just started fine tuning it. Started, dabbling in competitions.
Yeah, I think that's the there's always this evolution of it, but I think everybody has this innate. It's not about it's not about the need to serve somebody and then have them say, this is great, right? Obviously you want that, right? And that's what you strive for. You strive for the perfection of saying, oh my God, this is amazing, right? Anything you're doing, but it's this need to, I mean, like inherently or a core value or whatever it is, like when you grow up, it's like I serve, right? I'm always serving. I serve the Lord. I serve people. And
That's
I
what I
think
was put here to do.
that's right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's amazing.
Mhm.
Right. And I think a lot of people that have that calling in life. But it's like, how do I be the best at this? How do I make this the best that I can do? And you definitely can see it inside of your business practice, your work ethic, and everything else. I mean, this is the model in life right here. Like, it's not easy. It's never easy.
No.
It's never going to be whatever. But it's like you push
If I was
past
single,
that. Yeah,
it would be easy.
yeah, right.
If I was single with no kids, yeah. But my family is my life.
Yeah.
I'll drop anything and everything for my kids and my wife.
Yeah, that's
And
how it should be.
Yeah. It whenever I first started doing the catering and getting involved in it, the church reached out to me, and being a Dallas Cowboy fan, go Cowboys.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Yeah.
There was a tailgate from the Texans and the Cowboys several years ago, and well, I guess every 4 years, whatever it is. But they contracted me out to have a 1,000 barbecue sandwiches. So that was the taste of catering for me.
Nice.
Outside of the whole cooking and barbecue in the backyard for all of the friends and family, and people have been like, man, you should sell this.
Yeah.
It just that I think everybody has that same story.
Yeah.
To where, dude, you should sell this. Oh, you should bottle this. And it's like, no, then it won't be fun for me. That becomes a job, not a passion.
I've said it so many times, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I finally got tired of people telling me that, and I was like, you know what? Let's just see what it'd be like.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Dude.
Yeah, it's always great when it's something that I know we probably all happens to us at one point in time when you're showing off your barbecue to your friends, your family, or whoever it is, and they get the taste of it, and they're like, my goodness, this is good. This is absolutely the best I've ever had. And that right there becomes, for me, a little bit of a drug. It's addicting. Like,
sure.
I love
It's
the
euphoria.
food that I cook. I love watching the enjoyment on people's faces when they try it and they eat
That's
it.
it.
And,
That's-
and you're like, I'm literally just going to go back out there and start cooking more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you have
What,
that.
you want another brisket? Do you want another brisket? I'll put one on. All right, you got one.
It's like
I put one
Oprah.
on.
You get a brisket.
Yeah.
You get a brisket.
Exactly.
I'll see you in 12 hours. No,
Hurry.
stay up. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Dopamine hit.
And you're always chasing that
high.
Exactly.
It is, but it's also like, okay, like you can cook one.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cook 20.
Yes.
Right. It's like, how do I
It becomes challenging.
how do I perfect this? Right. I want to cook 10 of these, 15 of these, 8 of these. Right. So
Y'all
it's
know
like,
that. I mean, you do it the same way.
you do, but you would imagine, like, like how many other variables go into effect. Like, you cook one brisket and you're like, okay, I can cook this one brisket and I can go off and do 10 other things. I can cook 10 briskets. I can cook this over here with shorter times. And next thing you know, your time starts to get spreading a little bit. And there's only so much of you to go around. And you're just like, but I still have to make this. So you're running, right?
Sure.
Like, and I mean, it's like a competition. Like,
Mhm.
we always think the comp side is like, oh, it's one brisket, it's a rack of ribs, it's a half chicken, it's a Bloody Mary, or it's a whatever it is. There's some beans, and we do the timetables. But how many times do we do this that we sit back and go, dude, we're running out of time. Like, everything butted up against each other, even though we started out at 4 a.m. Like,
Or
2
you leave the
hours.
band on the cutting board.
That's it. Oh, dude, I can't even talk to you right now. I don't even look at you right now. That's such
mean,
no.
Or you like,
Yeah.
I did a social
so
media
good.
post on TikTok, and it was like,
Yeah.
Perry chimed in, but it was about brisket. Give it your brisket tips.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I hate that.
yeah. And so somebody said, I can't remember. It was some type of brisket. Go inside there, John. It was some type of trimming portion of the brisket. I'm sure what it was, but I chimed in. I was like, okay, yeah, if you have it, it's kind of the dip in the brisket. When you go to slice, sometimes you get it from the butcher and it's kind of butchered literally.
Yeah.
And the only thing you really do is maybe just kind of prop it up a little bit so you can have that tallow and that au jus to kind of run off instead of just pooling. And I was like, yeah, you could probably just like use some of your brisket trimmings, just prop it up underneath it, and then you'll be good. But in the back of my mind, I'm like,
chunks of wood.
Yeah. In the back of my mind, I was like,
or tinfoil,
Tinfoil.
Because I think it was Aaron. Was it
Aaron
Leslie?
Aaron Leslie
from Texas Oil Dust said just ball up some tinfoil, put it underneath it,
so that way it builds a dome.
Correct.
Because that's where you get your blonde spots at. Is you have the liquid.
Yeah. And it was a fantastic idea. We didn't really follow through in the execution of it because we forgot to take the tinfoil ball out. And then we went to start slicing on that brisket to turn in our competition
with an electric knife.
I'm
with
slicing.
electric knife, it's cutting like butter.
I'm making these pencil width
Jan forgot to take it out.
Spices, right? No, so this thing come out, right? Everybody picks it up. Everybody's like, "Oh man, this thing looks great."
It was suctioned underneath.
Dude, set it down. I go to slicing first 4 slices. I'm like, "Oh, this is like butter, right?" 5th slice, I'm like, I'm like running through. I was like, Jesus, dude. Like, I'm looking back. I don't want to say anything. There was a lot of people standing around, right? I was like, this feels like crazy burnt.
And your face gets all flushed.
Oh,
and,
dude.
Blood pressure gets high.
I sliced this fucking brisket from tip to end. Okay. This thing,
started seeing silver specks
sparkling.
We pull it up, and I'm like,
pearl brisket. Yeah, let's go.
It mortified. Somebody goes, "That's a tinfoil," and I'm like, "Oh my god, dude! Like, how do we turn this in?" So we had to pull every slice out. We had to pull. I'm pretty sure somebody ate tinfoil.
Oh, for sure.
So do y'all have the little bougie pickups?
Tweezers?
Yeah.
We probably had some tweezers.
Yeah.
I don't think they were used for
No, there was not time for that.
barbecue
Yeah.
or anything like that. Yeah.
Well, we had a lot of jus, so you just rinse it
roll
off.
it around.
Yeah, roll it around. au jus.
Dude,
Like,
it
that's
was
good.
the worst thing. And we turned in and I took a bite and I was like, this thing's not good.
Yeah.
Like, and we didn't do that well.
We were not successful in that
in
cook-off.
anyways.
So what was the worst feeling for y'all? Cutting into the aluminum foil or realizing that you forgot your tag?
I think the foil.
The foil was
Because we knew that we messed up the year previously. And then we're like, we're not going to mess up again.
Yeah, but that wasn't the same cook-off though.
No, it was
No, it was the following.
it was Austin the next
Oh, it
year.
was.
Austin.
It was.
Y'all
You're right.
y'all backdoored that.
You're right.
Yeah.
Is that whenever you got your beans? You got first place beans?
Yeah, we got first place beans.
Yeah. The band was, I think, more chaotic.
It was running, right?
Yeah, it was
like panic
for
yeah,
sure.
Boom,
Panic.
boom,
Yeah.
boom. But that
I
was
went
like a
this
very
way, the other person went this way, and we're like
running around with the hunk of meat in our hand.
yeah, but it's not running around like 1 10. It's running around like 5 tenths.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
'Cause
nobody
y'all are in the
sees
back
anybody.
40, of course.
Yeah, right.
Right.
and people were staring at you like, are you giving out samples? Like, no, this is not for you.
So I'll answer you. The worst feeling was a tinfoil because it was you always have that first couple of slices that you're going to try something of, and when I tried it, by the way, there was no tinfoil in there. It was it was one of the worst bites of brisket I think that we'd ever made. Personally, for me, like the flavor, everything just wasn't there, and nothing married the way it should have been.
A little muted.
Muted, salty, briny.
We tried too much.
Well, so it was a shit brisket, so I guess it didn't matter if the aluminum foil. At least it made it pretty.
It was not going to do
Something to
anything.
blame it on.
But the aluminum foil was just like the icing on the cake,
Sure.
right? You know what I mean? And I think that one was the biggest letdown because like we treat that like we treat any other protein that we put together, right? It's like we're not half-assing. We're not some,
no.
like we show up and like, oh, okay, time to throw it on, and it's like there's so much care that goes into prepping, keeping the temperature correctly, the slicing, the seasoning, the injections. I mean, like everything has its place, and there's timetables for almost every single one of those things that we're doing. And a lot of times, I think we're probably doing too much when it comes to that, some of that. But like you put your heart and soul, just like you put your heart and soul into everything you're doing. Like having that tinfoil sit there and knowing that you cut through that, knowing that it had these shreds of like little specks, I was like, can't turn this in. Like I
Wow.
was so, that was the like I've been in the midway before when we're taking a container and bringing another container to somebody and pulling protein out of a container and putting it into another, like halfway to the judging table because we showed up with a wrong box turning in, right? It's like, so each protein has to have its own specific box.
Sure.
For some of these cook-offs, and we were turning in a chicken box when it had ribs or whatever it was. And I remember sitting in the midway, transferring things over and plating again and turning in and doing well. Like I can do that chaotic. Like that's just like, that's part of the fun for me. But that day, man, I'm telling you right now, I tried that brisket, and then after slicing it, I was like, man, this is such a wash.
Depressing.
Like, yeah, it was so depressing. I was so let down out of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how much weight you put on it too. Like, because there is a chance, like winning the lottery, right? It's like you put everything into it, like there is a chance that you could be top 10, a chance you could be top 5, or a chance you can win this thing. And it's like,
If you don't have that thought,
Yeah.
you're in the wrong business.
no, you are.
true.
I totally agree.
Until
Yeah.
Bill Purvis comes in and
Yeah.
just like sweeps it and wins it all.
Yeah.
He's so good. Dude, Bill Purvis is so, he is so methodical. Everything is down to a thing. Like his, and honestly, he's not that extra. He is just, he knows he's smooth. And
Well, it's
it
the attention
shows.
to detail, I think, for him.
yeah,
Mhm.
100%. I totally
That's
agree.
the fit and finish,
Yeah.
the way that he boxes is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. But listen, like it's hard to tell between a brisket you turned in last week to this week.
Oh yeah,
Right.
it's the same.
His consistency
Consistency.
is
Like, Bill, you're running the same video over and over again. I
Right,
know
right,
this.
right.
Right.
Like,
like
record something
I think
different.
people that are watching the videos like, that's the same brisket from last time. No, it's a different
No.
brisket.
Yeah, he's that freaking good.
Yeah.
It's almost hateful.
No, it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
No, it's great.
man.
Yeah, it's really good.
So we actually had the opportunity to, we were out at it was North Houston with
Eric
at
Moby?
Blair's.
Yep.
Yeah, a Blue Smoke Blair's property, and they had it was like a classes going on and whatever else, and he was there, and he did these thighs, and I watched him work for about 20 minutes, and he's talking to he has a protege or somebody he was there with that was taking videos and whatever else, but I watched him work, and he's not fast, he's not anything, he's just so smooth and methodical. Like there's no waste.
Like a tortoise.
Yeah, dude.
Slow wins the race.
But just-
Was it slow and steady?
But
wins the
just
race?
killing it. Yeah. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Heard.
That's him.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got some business getting into. I feel like we just dove head first into this.
Do we
thing.
need to?
Yeah, well,
Is
yeah.
it time
we
for
even get
business?
to
We should
ask
do
how
it.
everybody's week is. I
Yeah.
had some
well,
off
I feel
topic.
like we just dove
No,
in
type
head
stuff.
first.
Hey
here,
guys, real
so-
quick, Jack. I think he misunderstood that y'all were joking about Bill. He says, "How many have y'all won?" Bill is the GOAT. I'm not sure if
Oh, absolutely.
No, Bill, it definitely is the GOAT. Are you kidding me? And listen,
Alex came in and said, "What's up, guys?" And you got Joshua. He says, "Hey, boys." And then you got Pit Life came in, said, "I'm scrapping chicken. Fun, fun, fun."
nice.
Scraping chicken.
Scraping.
Shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So we all agree here that Bill is the GOAT, and it wouldn't matter how many competitions that we've won or anything else. Which I'm going to tell you that we won a lot of competitions, and especially in each other category that we produced. However, Bill, are you kidding me? If you have the opportunity to go to a class from Bill, take it up. I don't care what it costs. Pay the money. Go learn something. He is phenomenal.
Is he a hot and fast guy?
Yeah.
See, I can't get down with that.
It's but it
It's-
works.
Yeah.
I know it works, but that's
Yeah, but you got to imagine, like on our brisket, you're cooking this football size brisket, right? You're not cooking the entire thing. Like you've already trimmed off a
80% of it.
yeah, or
So
I'm
just by
gonna say
nature, it's just going to cook.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
for sure. I mean, it's
55%
a
of
5-6 pound brisket.
Yeah.
yeah,
Here,
and
Before we get too much
Yeah,
into that,
yeah,
let's
that's
get into
paper.
it.
Yes. Did you have something you wanted to bring up first?
No.
Right.
Yeah, I
Well,
do.
I got
Sean.
some. I got some ancillary type stuff that I want to bring in, but let's it's off
I have a
topic.
lot I want to
It's
bring
off
up.
topic
All right,
bullshit.
well, and I'm sure you will, Jan. I'm sure there will be no stopping you.
Let's pay the bills.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with some barbecue news, shall we?
There it is.
All right. There it is. Hot off the grill barbecue news. Thank you, Raul. Leg one of the New England Triple Crown is in the books. Congratulations to Mr. Robert Smith. You guys familiar with him?
Oh yeah.
Grand
First class
champion.
barbecue.
Yep, grand champion, and punched his ticket to the jack in the first leg.
Nice.
Buddy Northrup with the reserve grand, and our boy Johnny Maggs, who's in the gallery here, Pit Life Barbecue. He second place chicken, 11th place ribs, 13th in pork, and first in brisket, third place overall.
Let's go, Johnny, dude.
That's what I'm
Come
talking
on.
about. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all didn't
Dude.
catch that episode we were on with him. Go listen to it or watch it.
I love that.
Yep.
Congratulations, brother.
And their kid's Q, I guess, was awesome. His kid, JJ, got the reserve grand, and Braden, who's a big fan of Pit Life Show. I don't know if you guys have ever listened to it, but he's on there a lot. Took home the grand champion. So congrats all around to those folks. They're on to Rhode Island next for leg 2 of the Triple Crown up there.
Nice.
Okay, now can we talk about the Bitches of Barbecue? That is the rib throwdown that they do every year.
Okay.
Went great, I guess. Was a smash. Michelle was telling us about it a little bit. Congrats to Jessica Bruce with JKQ. She got the coveted belt buckle. They raised almost $6,000 for the Family Crisis Services in Northwest Mississippi.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a cool event. I would like to go to that. We wouldn't be allowed to cook it because it's women only. But the dudes apparently just hang out by the pool all day and drink while the women are competing.
Sounds like a plan.
I mean,
I would.
is there golf?
I don't know. I don't know if there's golf. There's beer.
Okay.
Anywho, okay. Next up, the World Junior League, World Junior Barbecue League. The World Championship is scheduled for September 27th. That's in South Haven, Mississippi. That's the thing. I think Melissa Cookston is heading up.
Yep.
More information on that, you go to worldjuniorbbqleague.com or just check out the show notes down below. There'll be a link for you. Lastly, we mentioned this last week, but the 2025 Rubs of Honor is opening. Oh, it is open now. June 22nd, closes August 22nd. Again, you know the categories: beef, pork, chicken, and seafood, and an overall. Again, there's a link for you, or you can head over to. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You can head over to, I think, Barbecue News Magazine will have information on that, or MBBQ, one of them. I don't remember. There'll be a link for you.
So there will. So I just want to say this first. Like this is not for somebody that has a mass-produced rub out there already,
It's for
or
everybody.
a
Anybody.
bottle rub or whatever. This is somebody that's at home. That's somebody that is like, hey, I'm making one of the best, chicken rubs, or I'm making one of the best, whatever it is, right? AP rubs. I've got a killer Cajun rub. This is for you as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Package it up, send it in, and then get it graded, get it tested against somebody else that's sending their stuff in. You have no idea, like, because you could be the guy or you could be the girl winning this contest.
Mhm.
And this is all over the United States, right? So this is not just like, I just want to say that it's not, you don't have to have a prepackaged rub going in.
Everybody makes the best rub at their house. So
That's right.
And you
put your
can
money where your mouth is.
you can be AI as well. Like if you're a Chat GPT and you wanted to enter this,
James,
What is happening right now?
No.
yeah. Well, I mean, he knows how to make barbecue seasonings and stuff.
he
like
just
that,
knows
so-
what he reads on the web, James.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
he might submit one.
There it
Just
is. Okay. Oh, is that what we're doing? All right. Is grabbing their brisket and submit a chat GPT rub?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well,
Damn.
one more little thing. Cal sent over his. I think this might be part of his magazine for the magazine that's coming out this month. But his top tips for the 4th of July barbecue. Let me know what you think about these tips. Number one is plan ahead.
Yep.
So this 4th of July barbecue, you got stuff that you can do ahead of time, like your pasta salads, deviled eggs, that kind of shit. Do it ahead of time. Number two was practice before you go live, before you go trying out something you've never done before. Maybe do it ahead of time. Try it one time.
No new things.
Yeah.
Right. We like to save new things for competition.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
That's really the best
It,
time
it
to
seems
try
like we kind of just do the opposite of this time. What Kel's trying to put down there.
Okay,
I'm just
well,
saying.
Then he says, mix it up, incorporate some global flavors, or try some different options to cater to everyone at your party. Unless they are vegan, then
You're lost.
fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Au contraire with the vegan part.
Yeah.
I was one of my clients was, last minute they had, oh, do you have any vegan options? So I went and got some tofu and smoked that shit.
Nice.
Did they
Yeah.
like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I made like a peanut sauce with a butternut lettuce wrap, smoked
damn.
tofu, and blew their minds.
Hell yeah.
Well, damn.
I can
Okay.
smoke
Yeah.
anything if the paper's big enough.
There it is. There it is. I
get
I just want to say something really quick. We do have an official snack,
It's coming.
right? No, I'm saying we do have an official snack,
That is a very good cracker, though.
but Perry,
Come on.
bro, bringing in this pork belly, this savory, this sweet, this spicy pork belly. James, can you hold up a piece of
We're
pork
going to
belly?
put a clip up. Let me finish
Yeah.
this real quick, and
Okay,
then we'll
okay.
dive into that.
Okay.
Okay. The last little thing he says here
I thought you were
is,
done.
no, I'm not. There'll
Holy
there'll be
shit.
an outro little
If you
when
had
I'm
been
done.
thinking when you
okay?
thought that, Jane,
Okay.
you wouldn't have thunk it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. Sorry.
Last thing he
Perry.
says is be budget smart, opt for cost effective cuts if you've got a lot of folks you're feeding, but don't cut on the quality. That's what Kel says. And I like Kel, so I agree with what he says.
Love it. Yeah, very
Good job,
smart.
Kel.
No, I
Nothing
totally
to
agree.
disagree with.
I think the big thing is you paused in between that one and the other one, and so I didn't like.
No, I didn't pause. You just kept talking.
I daggered into it.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's what I got for the Hot Off the Grill Barbecue News. That's your cue, Jan.
Perry, thank you so much for bringing some of the most decadent, sweetest, the spiciest pork belly that's ever been. No, it is ever been in this studio. It's amazing. James, can you hold up a little piece of the belly that just got brought in? Is that weird?
No, it's not weird at all. I just
Not weird at all.
gotta do something with my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we were playing a little video clip of it up here for
Yeah,
him
there
right
you
now,
go.
there it
actually.
is.
You can
Okay.
still hold it
Okay.
up if you want, though.
Okay.
You can eat it. You already touched it, so you
Yeah.
have to eat it.
That's
now.
yours.
It's gonna be mine.
Dude, so
It's
good.
nice.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
freaking money. You want to tell us what you did with it?
Yeah, so that's Chairman Reserve Prime pork belly. I did some of Elk Creek grill and garlic jalapeno. I did their honey chipotle, and then a little bit of red flake. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, this was done in an easy bake oven.
Mm.
So
No, why is that unfortunately?
Would not have noticed. The bark is amazing.
Yeah.
Tacky.
The bark set.
Delicious, and that it melted in my mouth. Honestly, like you see the fat in there. You're like, "Oh, it's a
My
lot of
meat on
fat,"
your
and it
grill,
just
baby.
melts.
Yeah. There it
Yeah.
is.
Well, real quick, run us through the process how you cooked it.
yeah, so I just scored the fat and got the pretty little hashtags all over it, and seasoned it. Got sprinkled brown sugar, and I smoked it. I think total time was like 5 hours, something
Okay.
like that. It was just a half a slab. So, just go by look. I'm a look type of guy. I go by color. So time, temperature, that's all cool. But I just go, if it looks good, I wrap it. If it doesn't, I let it eat.
Yeah.
I mean it. So the bark is pretty good. I've been playing around. We have a Cook Shack 300, which is it holds 300 pounds. It's rotisserie, so pellet fed, sawdust fed, if you will. I'm a true stick burner, so
Yeah.
but hey, it pumps out great product. Once they moved me up there to try to start amping up the barbecue and selling it. So in Cypress, in League City, and in Conroe, we sell smoked meats, brisket by the pound. I do half racks and full rack ribs. We do pork belly. Holidays are coming up, so we do probably do some smoked turkey breast. This is the first year that I've been involved in the kitchen. And been involved in many other things, but yeah, I did my first pastrami with them. I've always had a desire to do pastrami, and so I started looking it up and did a 12-day brine, and then smoked it.
Yeah.
The first time it was okay. Everybody, rant and raved that they enjoyed the hell out of it, but I wasn't pleased. It was too sweet. It wasn't the profile that I was going for. So the next go around, I did a little bit of the a New York style pastrami brine,
Yeah.
and then I had to hit it with some Texas. So I did a little bit of crushed coriander and paprika, a little bit of black pepper. That was the main rub or the dry rub, and then I had to come back and finish it with more SPG. So,
Dude.
yeah,
Great story.
that's going to be available next week. So I'm doing, I think, 12 briskets. I'm smoking 12 briskets per pastrami briskets for the 4th of July. So each location will have in-house brine smoked pastrami.
Nice. So y'all gonna put it on the slicer and slice it up? Or-
Absolutely, yeah.
Definitely. And then your okay. I'm trying to think here. So you're going for this Texas, New York style. So still a little sweetness. So you still have that brine with a little bit of sugar in it. You got your
For the belly?
peppercorn. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I mean,
No, pastrami.
the pastrami, yeah. So the pastrami is just the normal coriander, juniper berries, star anise, whatever other seasonings.
Secret seasonings you can't talk about. We got you.
Well, no, I mean,
No,
it-
no. I'm just
so yeah, just did the brine, and a lot of them say 7 to 10 days.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with that, just because in my mind, if I'm doing a brisket brining, then yeah, 7 to 10 days would be cool. But I don't know, if I have like 5 briskets in one tub, then it needs to take a little bit longer in my mind. So
Yeah.
I'll
You gotta
go about
rotate?
12 days.
Yeah.
So are you flipping? Are you rotating? Or
No,
you...
it's completely submerged.
Okay.
Oh,
I have
nice.
so the big totes right now, there's like 4 or 5 in each tote, and
Yeah.
then they're kind of floating up. So I just filled a trash bag full of water and then slap that on top just for a weight to keep it submerged.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the 30th, what is that, next Monday?
Yep.
Uh,
yeah.
The Monday, I'm going in and smoking all of those, so that way they can be ready
Nice.
for the
And
4th of July.
your temp that you're going to smoke to is
The IT or my the ambient.
your internal.
I go for 203 to 205.
So
Yeah.
it's something that
Probe Tinder. I
yeah.
don't.
That's it, right? And a lot of people think, like, I've had a lot of people ask me about pastrami, and like, well, it has this redder look to it, so obviously it's cooked to like a 160 or a 150. You're
No,
like,
that's a curing salt.
no, and that's exactly right. So
Not
like,
Himalayan.
it's the
Not Himalayan salt. You'd be surprised. You go to try to order from, I think 3 different times we ordered from our vendors, pink salt.
Yeah.
And they sent Himalayan.
yeah, right.
And
No,
it's like, no.
That ain't gonna work.
no, we want that curing
Right.
salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's what gives you the pink color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this is something used in competition barbecue as well. To help
The
create
tenderizer,
that
because of
tenderizer, right?
the sawdust doesn't give you.
There's no smoke ring.
Yeah, there's no smoke ring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we can we can revisit that sawdust comment that was made last week,
Sure.
because as I was driving home,
Yeah.
I was thinking my wheels were turning because he was like, "Oh, you got to clean it out," and I was like, "Yeah, you're right. You got to clean it out. I maybe that's my bad. I didn't clean it out enough." But then I'm like, "Wait a minute, I smoked for like 16 hours on that pellet smoker. Are you telling me I got to continually clean it out as I'm using
No.
it, because it collects, so it's blowing all that sawdust around and it collects all over your tin full." So I'm not wrong. So I don't know who that was, but I'm not wrong.
Did you just validate yourself?
I did.
He's
Dude,
been
I thought
steaming
about it. I was
that
Dude,
one.
here's Tim Miller Lite Pringles. Yeah, you need one of those, brother.
We didn't really get into the grabbing the brisket.
Beer
review.
Man, we got Chris Christopherson in the quartet
Hey,
over here.
hey,
Look at
yeah, that
big
yeah.
voice.
Hello.
If you only knew
Hello,
how long
darling.
I've waited to do that with y'all, because I've done it on the podcast for so many years,
Yeah.
however long I've been listening to y'all. But hey,
So we got the Peroni Nastro Azzurro.
Not sure what that means.
0.0% alcohol by volume.
Correct.
This is
Say
a
that
non.
again.
Okay. This is a 0.0% percent alcohol. This is a non-alcoholic beer.
Yes.
This
First
is
time
brought,
ever on the show, right?
I think it might be.
No, we did some
did
for
one.
dry January.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. So, James, who brought these?
I did.
You
Perry
did.
did. Yes.
I did. Yeah.
Perry, I've had one drink of this. I'm not going to rate this yet, but it tastes a lot like a Peroni.
Oh, what?
Yeah. 100%.
It is a Peroni.
I know, but with no alcohol. But you know, you get some of these beers that like, they're trying to taste like it is, but some of these they're just off a little bit, right? This tastes just like a Peroni,
Okay, wait, so
Is
does Peroni
Peroni
make
a
a regular beer?
Yeah. That.
I didn't know they made a regular beer.
don't they?
Uh,
I don't know.
no.
Sure, time I had a Peroni, it's like non-alcoholic. I'm like, dang, dude, this is good.
So the reason I picked this up is because it was giving me Stella Artois vibes.
Mhm.
So
I thought Peroni had an alcoholic beer.
they do. The non-alcoholic.
No, an alcoholic beer.
Well, somebody go.
Okay.
Raul, will you look that up?
Yeah. Hey, he's eating over there. Look at him. His mouth is full. He has no idea. Hey, by the way, Raul, we have volume here too, right? I love it. I love it. Okay, shit, man. I've had a couple of these. I just drank these like they were just like I mean, I didn't even look before.
Sweet.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah, it tastes pretty good.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Real quick, this episode is brought to you by Chicks that Smoke Spicy Barbecue Seasoning, our favorite versatile seasoning that elevates any dish from smoked meats to roasted veggies, even popcorn. Whether you're grilling, smoking, or cooking in the kitchen, Chicks that Smoke will kick up the flavor. Chicks that Smoke Spicy Barbecue Seasoning available at SUCKLEBUSTERS.com or through the link in the episode description. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Okay, well, we're gonna drink on this for a minute. You guys want to jump into this mail call we got? I don't know where the box is, but we have a couple of different things that I want to bring up. While you guys are digging for the box, I think Raul has a picture we can put up here. This showed up at the house. Oh, there it is. We got a box from Weber.
Oh,
That is the new Weber Searwood XL 600. That is a, what'd you call it? A sawdust smoker.
I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count whose house that was delivered to.
yeah, no shit. Thank you, Barry. Thank
It is
you.
in the garage as we speak. I got to find some time to put it together, but I'm excited to use this thing. We all know Weber. We all love Weber. They make some freaking killer products. I'm excited to try it out. And a huge thank you for sending it to me. Sending it to
Lathrop.
us. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And then the next thing we got is I don't know if you guys have been on social media at all in the last, 2 months, but these things have been all over it. Carnivore SNAX.
Is this Jess's, right?
Nope.
No.
This is, I don't know who makes it, but it's I've been seeing Chuck Liddell snacking on these
In
things.
commercials or whatever. Yeah.
advertising
So
and whatnot.
I've seen this 1%.
They're already opened because my son really wanted to try these, and we did try these at the house.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
they are jerky-esque, but I don't know. I want to see y'all's reaction to these because they did send them to us, but I want some honest feedback from y'all.
The Wagyu brisket tastes like dog water.
Smell the inside of the bag. Tell me what you think.
I can taste it. I can taste the
I
smell.
don't know.
Smell
I
inside
don't
there,
need
Jam.
to. I'm good.
I can 100% tell you that this is not anything that Jess put her name on.
No.
Yeah, no, this is not a Just Props product.
It's not bad,
That is nasty.
but
It's,
The
it's
rib
kind
eye's
of
not
like-
any
It's
better,
supposed to be
James?
like jerky, and they were very
It's
excited
supposed
us.
to
For,
be?
yeah, they
No.
were very excited for us to try the brisket one.
this is not bad.
My Lord. It's not good either.
But there's this flavor there.
Lacking of?
It's stale or it's a
2 ingredients: beef and salt.
yeah. No, and I get what they're doing here.
It's
Right?
supposed to be a healthy
I
thing.
don't.
think.
100% is.
Yeah, this is for if you're
Yeah.
like doing keto, carnivore diet, something or other.
Yeah. This is
Oh
not
man,
No, I'd rather have a Slim Jim.
that's a
Yeah.
lot.
I'm
Give
not-
me all the trans
RC
fats.
RC has better. Ugh.
Yeah.
I need to wash that down.
Yeah.
There's a little flavor that kind of sticks around with you a little bit.
Yeah. Ass. Is that the flavor?
When I opened it up, I was like, "This smells like
It's
Dog
still there.
treats.
Right. Does this
me
just
see.
keep you from not eating
Right.
ever again?
Yeah, that's a dietary
goodness.
supplement.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to wash our mouth out with pork belly.
Yeah, please God.
Sorry, John.
That was.
I didn't make it.
No. John's like, you know,
Let's try.
Look, here's the deal. We're not fake. We're not going to bullshit you or anything else. Like, if we think it's good, we're going to tell you it's good. I'm telling you right now, I know this has made a big publicity thing. It's been a great marketing thing, whatever else. But the flavor profile is not something that I'm looking for. I'd rather just not eat it. Right. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I did not care for that.
Agreed.
Did not
Carnivore,
care for that.
Carnivore SNAX, thank you so much for sending this to us.
No,
We really enjoyed
Yeah.
opening it.
like we're not your guys. Like we're just not going to pander to that, or I'm not sure how to even say that. Like, and I could see where this would be good. Like if it was better, I guess. But like the hype on it and whatever else, like what it is and everything. But like, I don't like that.
I'll just say this.
Yeah.
My 19-year-old who is Mr. Health Nut, goes to the gym all the time, all
Yeah.
this stuff, was like, this is pretty good. And I told him, if there's some left over, and I knew there would be some left over,
Sure.
I'll bring it back to you. So I know he will eat this, and there is a market for this,
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Rice cakes are pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's probably not fat barbecue, guys.
That's the thing. It's like, right. It's like, what are you looking for in your health journey? If this is
Not that.
if this is what you want to like eat on your snack, because you're like, I just need to have another piece of protein, fantastic, right?
No.
This is for you then.
Yeah.
Like if you're not worried about the taste, if you're not worried about the texture, perfect, right?
Yeah.
If not,
I didn't think the texture was bad, other than it's really greasy,
yeah.
but it has a nice little crunch to it.
I wonder if they added tallow to that Wagyu.
It kind of tastes like, to me, it kind of tastes like
Rerun dishwater.
tallow. No, it just tastes like brisket tallow. That it's just greasy and a little
Little rants.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks again, Carnivore SNAX.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, probably won't hear back from them.
Hey,
yeah,
can you do
probably
a
not.
spicy lemon pepper or maybe like teriyaki or something? I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
No.
Yeah, but you know what snacks that do not miss?
Yeah.
We got the Smokehouse crackers. They do not miss. This is Smokehouse Poppers, the salsa edition.
Hey,
This is actually pretty good. This is
Yeah.
really good. Great flavor. Have you tried the salsa
I
one?
have not. No.
All right.
Let's try some of these.
They're
Yeah.
giving me oyster cracker vibes.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah, this is actually a good snack. You know, that perfect
Bro.
bite, that perfect smoky, spicy, crunchy all at once. That's Smokehouse crackers. These things are straight up addictive. One handful turns into half a bag before you realize it. There are wherever you go on the road, comp, or just hanging out in the backyard talking barbecue. Smokehouse crackers, bold flavor, serious crunch, and officially approved by the boys at Grab 'em in the Brisket.
Also 100% protein. So if you're trying to get your protein fix, pick up some Smokehouse crackers because they are going to not only fill you up, they're going to make you jacked.
If you pair it with another source of protein, it really just enhances the protein.
It says 1 gram of protein per serving, and there's 24 servings. So,
Hey,
Did I lie, bro?
well,
I'm kind of. Yeah. Damn.
a
muscle
little
milk.
bit. Hey,
Right.
I feel like this is just a snack episode, so
That's
let's
really
go
good.
ahead and mention that Perry did bring in some other snacks for us too. That
Yeah.
I think we might have talked about these on the show a while back, and he brought in a couple cans of these Pringles, the Miller Lite edition.
Yeah, the beer can chicken is actually pretty
It's
good.
pretty solid. Yeah.
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 I'm not a Pringles guy, but the flavor's not bad.
Here's the Miller Lite Bill. What's the
Beer brought
beer brought.
How's that one?
unopened.
We haven't tried it yet.
Oh, turned into
Well,
an ASMR podcast
let's
over
see
here. Nom, 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 nom,
Yeah.
nom, nom.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me remove this trash off the cutting board.
Yeah. Get it away from that pork belly.
Here, give me that. Oh, take those home.
Yeah, that's not for me.
Nope.
The beer brought?
Nope.
Oh, good.
Anyways, that's our mail call. That's our snack review. We've
Let's
had
go.
17 snacks tonight.
Speaking of
There's no
snacks,
We got Perry Brooks in.
yeah.
What up,
Well,
my
I was
fellas?
gonna ask you guys.
This is the most I've ever ate on a podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna
This
ask
is
you guys.
amazing.
You know who Liver King is?
Yeah.
Man, I was going to talk about that.
Yeah,
too.
Liver King.
He's
I
gonna
just
get
saw he got
demolished.
arrested not too long ago. I guess making
Mm-hmm.
threats to Joe Rogan, but that's a guy like I've seen a while back where he just eating all the carnivore
Testes.
type stuff.
He's
and
eating
just
raw
eating
meat.
all
It's
raw
the
meats
organs and
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. So what threat did he make?
I'm not exactly sure, but it warrant him getting arrested.
Like you can't say, I'm going to kick your ass. You can't say that.
I think he's saying
I think
he
it
was
was
going to kill him.
It was a death
Yeah.
threat.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And he,
Right,
So
he
I
actually
didn't see that.
showed up in Austin.
They got him for a terroristic threat.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but did he say like, yeah, he wasn't going to do that, right? So like, obviously, it's like a publicity stunt. But it was like, I'm totally going to kill you when I see you next time.
So
Or is it like,
what I
I'm going to
heard
murder
was
you?
he called Rogan out to spar. He wanted to grapple with him, and the loser has to eat 5 kilos of testicles
My money's on Rogan.
for sure.
Rogan's totally would kill that dude. But I'm just saying, like, no.
That dude,
first of all-
I think he's trying to get another 15 minute of fame. 'cause-
Liver King just ate 25 pounds of testicles before he wrote that sentence.
he
You know
just
what I
wanted
mean?
to eat more balls. I
Right,
think.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
He
And then
he
it
doesn't look good.
Turned out, no, he doesn't look good at all.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be all natty, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's not.
Well, I mean,
Allegedly.
It's hard to tell.
Allegedly.
You know.
oh,
So
he
they
was,
say.
he was like testosterone. Is that not natural, or like your body makes it? Like, I don't know what he's talking about.
He gets it straight from the testes.
Mine doesn't make enough.
Yeah, right.
That's a whole nother show.
I'm
We could probably all talk
supplementing.
about that.
Yeah. That look, I get it. I mean, the dude's got a lot of muscles, right? He's built.
For
You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing taken away from the fact that, like, you have to work out and live your life a certain way to have that type of physique, right? There's no question, right? Like,
Or
like-
you cheat.
what doesn't
Right.
matter? Like, even if you take
Yeah,
steroids, if you don't live your life that way and don't work out, you will not have that body.
you get man boobs.
Yeah, you get schmitties.
Schmitties.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Schmitties? I
Yeah.
like it.
So, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, so the guy is like, that is his life. Whether or not it's all natural, that's something else, right? I don't give a shit. Like, nobody cares. Like, do you care?
I don't care.
Did anybody ever care? Like, the dude got canceled and it was a big thing for him or whatever else. But like, now this whole thing coming back, they're like, oh, let's wrestle. Like, dude, this dude, like, Joe is like a
Right.
yeah,
Right.
jujitsu. I mean, this dude's
Have you
been
seen him kick?
yeah,
Oh,
ugh,
dude.
yeah, dude.
Break that, dude.
Yeah, not. We don't want that.
Yeah.
It's just, and then he shows up in Austin. And you're like, well, then pick him up. He's a death threat. He's in Austin now. He doesn't live in Austin. He doesn't live in Texas, does he? Or does he?
I don't think he does.
I think he's from Ohio.
It doesn't matter.
I
where
made
he
that up. I have no
lives.
idea.
Yeah, right,
So,
right.
yeah.
I mean, if he lives in Austin, he got picked up in Austin. I'm like, okay, the different, right? Dude was
Yeah.
grocery shopping.
He's probably from California trying
Yeah,
to check out Austin.
Um,
Yeah, we don't claim him.
Okay. Okay. Well, here's Liver King. Hope you're happy. There it is.
Yeah.
Here's to your liver.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Another embarrassing moment that I saw, and kudos to whoever is running the White House social media page.
Yeah.
Because what was it, a couple days ago, Trump is making his rounds around the world and he's visiting, or maybe they're here, but he was visiting with NATO and he was having a little interview with the chief secretary of NATO or whatever it is. And they're talking about, I guess, the war going on between Iran and Israel, and the NATO guy kind of like, it's like two kids fighting or something like that. It's like, and then America or whatever, the dad or the daddy, their dad has to step in to break it up.
Yeah.
Well, the internet just goes nuts. It's like, this guy just called Trump daddy, and now it's like everybody's like, whatever. And it got so
What
What
bad.
up, Daddy Trump?
Yeah, it got so
Yeah.
bad that
Jesus.
the secretary dude the following day had to have a presser to say, I wasn't calling Trump daddy. You're like, I'm like, it's too late, bro. It's
Right.
already out there.
Yeah, you called
Rerun
it.
day.
Yeah.
Check the
Sorry,
tape.
man.
Correct. And then so the White House social media page, they played a compilation of Trump and his little tour around there. And then they had Usher playing in the background song calling Daddy's Home. And
Oh,
it just-
Jesus, dude. I love it. Yeah. Oh my God.
Mm.
This is what internet's all about, right?
Right. And I don't know how true it is. It's hard to believe with AI now what everything's going on. But
Yeah.
there was like the Saudi prime minister, the Saudi president, main dude.
Mhm.
He's sitting there with this little red blanket on his head, and you're not supposed to touch him. And then Trump walks by and goes,
Yeah.
That's him on the shoulder.
That happened his first year.
Yeah, that was his first year that he did that. Yeah, I mean, the guy plays by different rules.
Yeah.
So
That's fun. I thought it was interesting.
But does he barbecue? I did see Matt Pittman that went to the White House and queued and brought out a smoker and barbecued for I guess it was earlier this year, but right after the inauguration, I think, when he did it or whatever else. So I was like, damn, Matt, that dude's all over the place.
He is, yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we tried to get him on the show a couple times, but he's been a busy guy. You know what I mean? That's why. That's why he hasn't.
If you
come
want
on
me
the
to,
show.
I'll call him. You want me to call him?
Yeah, would you call him?
Yeah, I'll call
Go
him.
ahead.
Definitely.
Sorry, guys. I didn't know you were trying to get him on the
Call him
show.
right now.
Take a trip down there while he does his Dallas Cowboy thing, so we can get a nice little tour of the stadium. And
No, it's fine. Yeah, maybe I'll just go. Y'all are good.
yeah. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
I just want to fire up his pit.
Right.
I know, dude.
He's got
I
a
know.
sexy one. You guys want to do a rapid fire round of questions for Mr. Brisket Man over here?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is rapid fire, so whatever the hell that means. And I'll just run through these. Bone in or boneless?
Bone in. Or, well, yeah, bone in.
Sweet rub or spicy rub?
Spicy.
Sliced or chopped?
Sliced. Is this my preference?
This is your, this is
Okay.
you. Yeah. Let's see. Foil or paper?
Foil.
Okay. What is the most important barbecue tool that you use?
A probe.
Yeah, man.
I didn't say a thermometer. I said a probe. A probe can be a toothpick.
Yeah.
It can be an ink bird. It can be my finger.
All right. Favorite cut of steak?
Ribeye.
St. Louis or baby back?
Oh, St. Louis. Baby back is.
They're
Right.
great, by the way, but
Gas station snack of choice during or after a long cook?
Man, I'm gonna have to go with a Coke and fire peanuts.
What's a fire peanut?
The
A hot-
flaming.
Flaming
okay,
Hot
okay,
Peanuts.
okay. I don't think I've ever had those.
It used to be Frito Lay. Yeah, not the carnivore
Dude.
snack.
Chili cheese Fritos,
Fritos. Yeah, let's go.
and a Dr. Pepper, man.
This is not for you, Jan. Beef or pork?
Beef.
Pellet grill or gas
Stick.
grill? So those are your options. Pellet. That's why I didn't put that in there because I was like, no, it's too easy. Pellet or gas?
What am I cooking?
Doesn't matter.
No, you got one in your backyard. You can only have one.
I'll say a gas grill, but I'm using a cast iron.
Okay. Last one.
It's a grill, not a smoker.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
I think they're chewy, but I'm just kidding.
Right. Cat's more supple.
Well, that I think
Hey,
that might wipe
John,
out
you're on
sick,
fire
right?
today, bro. You're on fire.
Yeah. I love that.
All right. Well,
That's good.
that's all the
So
questions I brought.
To elaborate on the A9 or the ribeye, favorite ribeye is Australian.
So we did Australian brisket, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's
Yeah.
probably one of the best briskets
Really?
we've ever done.
It's okay. I'm not. They're good. A lot of comp guys use the Wagyu briskets.
Yeah.
Yeah. We trim up quite a few of them, but they're mid. I'm not now as far as comp wise. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Yes, but to sit down and enjoy a brisket like what we're doing with this pork belly, that's not an everyday eater for me.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So you there at the Stone Cold, you guys source quality meats,
Absolutely
the best of the best.
correct.
For somebody that can't get to you over there at Stone Cold and you know, obviously the HEBs, the Walmarts, the Krogers, wherever they're shopping, have you seen a maybe possible like lower quality in the beef? I mean, I'm more specifically in brisket, the grading of that. Do you see that?
Of ours versus theirs.
But now look, let me phrase this. Sorry, I see the eyes over there. Strictly Prime.
Heard.
I've noticed that things that were labeled prime maybe 3 years ago or 4 years ago
Longer, yeah.
don't look the same as what it's being labeled now. Like I noticed a lot more marbling in like an HEB prime brisket 5 years ago versus when I go to the store now. It says prime, but I'm looking at it and I don't really see a whole lot of like fat striations going through
Right.
the meat.
You feel like it's a choice or a
You kind of like maybe an upper 2/3
Oh, but
choice. a
so
little.
there's also grades of prime.
Yeah.
There's grades of Wagyu. It goes from A1 or A2 all the way up to A9. A9 is Australian. A5 is Japanese, and there's different variations of that. Same thing with prime. You can do a lower grade prime, like a XL prime or an 1855 prime. 1855 prime for me is one of the best briskets that I've consistently cooked with, and I stand 10 toes on that. And I'll tell my customers, and they don't even know what they're doing, so to speak, and they get an 1855. A couple days later, they're like, "Dude, you were so right. That's just money." American Farm Group and 1855. Those are my favorite farms as far as brisket wise. Just an everyday throwdown, you know. Now the Wagyus, they have like Snake River, they have golds and blacks. So there's different variations of those.
Yeah.
I'm not a Wagyu brisket guy. For what you get, I can kick your ass with a choice versus somebody with a Wagyu. Now, there's the haters are going to come, but I'm not talking about chasing points and one bite and you're glazing your brisket with grape jelly and all that other stuff. That's not for me. I cook for people. So whenever that, like the old school backyard bar competitions and like 50 and below, 50 entries, that's where I'm kind of at, because they don't go through the glazing. I'm old school. You don't glaze a brisket. They wrap it, they open it up, brush it, then hit it with extra seasoning on top. That's cool. It gets them the W's. They walk.
I think
Gets them the checks.
I think when you're being judged in a sea of everybody doing the same thing, then you're judging the best of what you're seeing, right?
Everybody's doing the same thing.
So, and I've talked about this in the past, is like, and we've done really well about this, is like, if you go against the grain a little bit, when everybody's doing one thing, if you just take away one aspect of it to give them something a little bit different, a little more, whatever, that's really, really good, you tend to stand out, and I think it helps. Now, are you getting first or second? Maybe not, right? Maybe
Typically, I
it's
get
whatever.
first and second.
Yeah. But you are seeing that top 10 a little more than trying to emulate somebody every single time, right? I think I know a lot of people in competitions now. It's like the need or the feel to need to sauce a brisket is tremendous. And there's so much weight going in. Like, if I don't do this, I'm not going to do well. And I don't know how. Like, I'm to be honest with you,
You don't.
yeah, I'm not happy about that. I feel like the norm should be going back to Texas roots, going back to no sauce brisket, and being the best of what that protein is versus the best of what that is, what kind of sauce you're putting on there. But we are where we are, and barbecue does evolve, and that's what I like about barbecue. It's like, it's never going to stay put. It's like clothing or anything else in life. I mean, everything comes back, and maybe right now it's not the time for it, but it doesn't mean in 10 years from now or 5 years from now or whatever else that you see a shift in barbecue and a shift culturally, what's going on in the regions, to where maybe a Kansas City is going more to a Texas style. And you see this because Texas style is very famous. It's very something that's synonymous with great barbecue. And I think it's something
world renowned.
Yeah, it probably is,
Yeah.
right? And that's why you see people, you see other countries coming up with a Texas style barbecue in England or in Saudi Arabia or anything else, right?
You see the videos.
Dubai's got one
where they import Texas barbecue just so
you can get that.
British
yeah.
people can try it.
No, definitely. So it is evolving and changing. I don't hate on people that use the sauce. I know personally, and you talk to a lot of these cooks, a lot of these guys that are cooking these competitions, they don't sauce when they're at home.
No, because
Right.
there's competition brisket and there's at home brisket.
Yeah.
100%. I am an at home person. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't want to pack, 13 different layers
Mhm.
into one bite. Now, I'm not a sauce guy, but I do make barbecue sauce, and I do enjoy barbecue sauce with my brisket because it's so rich in flavor that you can only have 2 or 3 bites of just raw brisket. Not raw, but just
Yeah.
by
No,
itself.
definitely.
And then dip it in a little bit of acid. The acidity kind of
Mhm.
breaks it up, kind of smooths out that richness.
So are you a sweet guy, or are you more like the normal Texas barbecue sauce
Little spice.
that you would see a little more? How would you flavor that Texas? Because Texas has their style of barbecue sauce
Sure.
that you see a lot of the restaurants, right?
So my barbecue sauce, I'm a huge fan of chupacabra.
That's good.
So my barbecue sauce is ketchup based. The smell of vinegar makes me puke. So as I've gotten better or older, I've gotten better. But literally, you open up a bottle of vinegar in front of me, and I'm puking in your lap.
There's a gag
So
reflex.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't put vinegar in it. Sometimes I do if I'm feeling kind of whatever. But it's just A1 mustard, Worcestershire ketchup, and about 3 or 4, depending on the amount that I'm making, Miller Lite, and Chupacabra, the black label Chupacabra.
Yeah, that's good.
Whenever I quit drinking, it took a while for me to even make barbecue sauce because I didn't want to be around it. The smell of beer, it just didn't jive for me. So one of my regulars, they got brisket, and I didn't give them barbecue sauce, and then they're like, "Where's the sauce?" So I went and got whatever, some sauce. I just kind of whooped some up, and they're like, "This isn't your sauce." I know,
Yeah, right.
and they're like, I want your sauce.
Yeah.
So the Miller Lite makes a little bit of difference. So now I'm able to do that and be comfortable enough to where I could have Miller Lite in my refrigerator. Like I think there's 2 or 3 tall boys in my refrigerator now because I just made some. I made 6 briskets for the empanada bar. There's a empanada bar in League City that 4th of July, their flavor of the month in July is brisket empanadas.
Nice.
So kind of like what y'all do with the kolaches, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Hmm.
That's awesome.
Let me ask you this: you get somebody new, or somebody walks into the meat market and they're fresh into cooking, just got their
Sure.
first smoker. What do you recommend for them to try out? What do you point them towards?
Man, typically the safe bet would be pork. A pulled pork. Just get you a shoulder, throw it on there at 8-10 hours. But I mean, if it just jump in it, you're going to screw up briskets.
Mhm.
So don't be afraid. And I tell them it's going to be fun. That's the whole point of it. You're going to stress over it. Don't stress. It's a KISS method. Keep it simple. It stupid.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'm a little bit, I guess opposite or different than y'all because y'all aren't just SPG type of people, and I am. So I do kind of play around with that. I'll cut some of the kosher salt back and add a little bit of Tony's. That still keeps me in that salt realm.
Yep.
And then I'll add a little bit of garlic powder. I mean, it's not traditional. If I'm getting a little froggy, then I'll put a little bit of celery salt in there too. But as far as the paprika and the other different aspects of the flavor, I just keep it just straight SPG.
Yeah.
And I'm not a binder guy either. I do put Worcestershire on my brisket, and that just adds that
Still a
little
little
extra
saltiness to
umami.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just fish oil.
Yeah.
But if you're new to it, I'm gonna tell you to keep it easy, safe, if you want to be safe, go pork shoulder, pork loin. You know, those are real easy, couple 3 hours. I also ask them, how long do you have? You know, I mean, or you want to do this for a couple 3 hours, or you got all day? So, I mean, it just trim it. We offer trimming there at the market, so I can do a backyard trim for them. A lot of the times I do. They watch me, and I explain to them how to remove the decal without getting that divot in there, and just make it look nice.
Nice. Oh yeah. That's good. It's what we're talking about. You're not getting this at any other meat market
Absolutely
in town,
not.
right? I mean, it's the time. And you've been there since 2018, or no? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I've been
Yeah,
so
you've been cooking, but how long you been at Stone Cold?
a couple 3 years.
3 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it becomes like you become part of the family. It's a
Oh, for sure.
I'll
I'll cut for that man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, and
I've sat at his table for dinner. I've went to his kids' birthday parties.
yeah.
It funny stories. Whenever I first met him and I walked in, I had a huge event that I was doing, and I was just kind of testing the water, so to speak. And him and his wife, we were all three talking, and he was like, "Hey, you know, if you want to do this, then here's the deal that I'll make you, and I'll sell it to you at this cost. And if you buy more, then you know we can do it like that." And that's how we ended up getting our relationship.
Nice.
And you know, just giving me a percentage off.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Sweet, are these good baked potatoes right here?" They're like, "Yeah, you know, they're whatever potatoes. They were nice big baking potatoes that already looked pre-washed. You know, whenever you get the big foil wrap, you know, it those you still have to deal with them. I didn't have time to do that, and so I was like, "Sweet, I'll take all of those potatoes."
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I'll take all those potatoes. Do you have 20 briskets? Yeah, cool. I'll take those too. And then let me get this and this and this and this, and that was how we met.
Nice. Yeah.
And then so they're
Yeah, but he knows you're not jacking around, right?
exactly.
And,
Yeah.
and at the same time,
I'm not here just testing waters. I'm here to put that on the table. Let's
there
go.
it is. And at the same time, he didn't even have to even say, "Look, I can work you a deal." He could just sold you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like that's that give and take. And you're like, "I'm come back here again."
Yeah.
You know, and then as you keep going back, you develop a relationship, and you're like, "Dude, I could
Absolutely.
come here."
It and so I did. I went there and started getting all of my meat there, and just built that relationship.
Yep.
Whenever it came to coming up with ideas, the whole Texas Twinkie, whenever that first hit the market.
Yep.
We did our own variation, and he was like, "Hey, will you help me out with that?" Absolutely. And let's throw some pork belly in there too, because brisket's my number one and pork belly is my number two. So we have the belly roll, which is smoked pork belly with cream cheese stuffed inside of a jalapeno wrapped in bacon.
Yeah. How can you go wrong with
Yeah.
that?
So I mean, we've the butcher there in League City is good friends with Sean Stone. They worked at the same market in Corpus Christi together. They kind of got brought up and learned together, so to speak. And he's the butcher there in League City, and we just do the damn thing, man.
Nice.
Yeah, we feed
yeah.
feed the world and make them happy.
Yeah. Eat with your eyes
Absolutely.
and your stomach
and your mouth.
Yeah. Come on.
And your heart.
Let's talk about this beer.
Let's do it.
Let's do the
Let's do the
pepperoni.
The pepperoni. Yeah. Beer.
Let's do the review. Let's go. I'll kick it off. This is a pretty solid beer. It's anytime you have a green bottled beer, it has a similar skunky flavor. It doesn't matter if it's non-alcoholic or alcohol. Heineken, Rolling Rock, they all have that flavor.
Yeah.
Is that a reason? Is that
I guess it has to be the green bottle,
I think
right?
it's I think it's the green
The
bottle.
light getting in there
also,
and doing what is.
I think it's like where they're taking the beer from, like what process they take the beer from. or what it ages for or whatever it is. But yeah, I think the bottle itself has
Yeah.
the.
Roll, did we ever figure out if pepperoni was?
I
an
was just
actual-
I'm just looking that up. Is Peroni always a non-alcoholic beer?
No.
They do, right? I thought so.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, this.
Yeah.
I get it. It tastes like beer.
It's
that's
from
a-
Italy.
100%.
That's a
Yeah.
thing. Some of them don't taste like beer. They taste like shit. This one tastes pretty good. It tastes, I don't know. It tastes better than a Heineken to me.
Sure.
It tastes better than Rolling Rock.
It tastes better than most green bottle beers, honestly.
Well, wait a minute. I mean, Rolling Rock's pretty solid.
We reviewed it once, but I feel like we got a bad batch. Remember, we
Maybe,
drank it. We
I
were
know.
like, "This is
It was not
good."
good.
There's
Yeah.
something like 33. There's something that's affiliated with 33. If you look on it, there's the number 33 on the bottle,
Mhm.
and on the back label, there's actual 33 words that describe it. There's some type of affiliation with the number 33 and Rolling Rock.
Huh.
Little fun fact.
Well,
Alright.
I think that had we had a 34 on the last batch we had, it might have been better. Because it was like there's something rotten in Denmark. I don't know what this is, but this is hard to drink.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe we did have a bad
Yeah,
batch.
this
I
one's
don't
got
know.
33 on it as well.
Does it really?
Very bottom.
Yep.
Oh, that's CL.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, let's just grade this real quick.
All right.
Got this.
So-
Man, I'll throw it out. Solid, I don't know, 6.5, 6.5. It's not bad.
Wait a minute. That's
It's-
not a James score.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
6.
Well, you know, I
7?
said solid and I went in with
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah,
No, you can't take it
six
back.
and- 6
Yeah,
and a half.
you-
Six
You're
and a half.
locked in.
You already
Alright.
locked it in.
Check mark. Boom.
Yeah.
I actually think it's better than James what he's saying, and maybe it's because his palate's not refined as much as mine is.
Probably.
John, Perry, I see. Thank you so much for bringing this in, because this is a really good tasting non-alcoholic beer, which I think a lot of companies are striving to get that match
Mhm.
to where people can go like, yeah, it's great. People, it's the flavor. I like the flavor of beer or whatever else, right? Whether it's alcohol or not. On a hot summer day, mowing the grass, do I really care if it has alcohol in it? Probably not. I'll just be honest with you. I'm gonna go 7.4.
Mm,
Nice.
7.4
Okay.
for this.
Uh,
It's that good.
you're close. Yeah, your palate's probably still just a little bit off. I'm gonna go 7.5 on this.
Okay.
It's just a little
Yeah.
bit better than what you're saying.
GF yourself.
Yeah, again, Perry, thank you. I'm more appreciative than Jan is. This is very good, and we thank you for bringing it in.
Well, I mean, you're welcome. This is the first time I've had this also. And 7.2.
Yeah, that's a great score.
Yeah. It could be a daily drinker, so that puts it
Yeah.
above a 5. And it's just I think I kind of like the skunk. I don't like Heineken's, but
This is good though.
Stella.
It's not a
Yeah.
bad skunkiness.
not overbearing.
Yeah. And I just wonder who the oddball is here. Who was the guy that put it in the section?
6.5. It's a
Yeah.
6.5.
Yeah.
Hey, we
There
got
it
that
is.
extra half out of him.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Right.
And we're lucky probably
Yeah.
because he probably wanted to order a 5.8 or 5.5 or 5.0. No. You've actually done some non-alcoholic beers lately that I was like,
Yeah.
dude, they were amazing. So
try this one.
your palate is this one?
Yeah.
Lagunitas?
That's actually my favorite one.
Hey, you got Alex came in with a 6.5.
Bro. That's really good.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
even mention we have a live
Yeah.
studio audience here today.
We do. Alex Perkins in the house. He's sitting in the back right now, backwards hat on, sunshades on the cap. What'd you say, Alex? He's been up all night. So we appreciate Alex being in the studio. We love you, buddy. James,
And that concludes the Grabbing the Brisket.
beer review.
Hey, real
Yeah.
quick, y'all got a comment. Is it Zine?
Zine.
Zine.
Nathan.
What up, homies? Nice hanging with y'all last Saturday.
No, 100%, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We were out there at the Home Depot repping Jello Sebel, throwing down some goodies. Had a blast. It was hot as piss out there, but that was fun. And we did have some folks come through. I think Perry might have even showed up out there.
I
Barry was
yeah.
there.
Mike's son was
Mike
there too.
Mike Starr's son
Mhm.
with Blazing Star showed up.
Yeah.
Zine showed up.
It's
and
always fun doing
Your
those
neighbor?
events. Yeah, your neighbors came out.
my neighbors came
Yeah,
out.
Your wife came out.
Why do you bring everything up? Why are you bringing everything up right now?
I'm just trying to help you.
Yeah,
Here.
yeah.
It's very humbling when you get out there in a public sector like that.
Yeah.
And we weren't selling, we're just giving out free samples. And man, we're set up right by the entrance, and people just, you see them come and you're like, all right, man, let me go put my little sales pitch on. Hey, you want to try some whatever? But they're like, no,
Yeah,
thanks.
fine.
I'm here to buy some nails. I got to go.
Right.
I got shit to do.
Some of us
boy.
like didn't want to make eye contact. They're
Yeah.
just like,
Yes.
But
head
they
down.
thought we were selling something.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's those snipers, man.
Yeah.
The Girl Scout cookies, guys.
Mhm.
That's what.
Ruined it.
Yeah.
We need a sign. We don't need to say free. We need to see a sign that says free. It's just free barbecue. Do you want it or not?
Yeah.
Like I want to throw a sandwich at somebody. I'm like, do you want it or not? Eat it.
Or we could throw the jealous devil chunks at them.
We could have. We could have.
Light the bombs.
But everybody that came over and tried the tri-tip, had some sausage, had some of the smokehouse crackers, the boudin. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is so good!" As soon as they ate it, they're like, "Can we get this inside?" You're like, "You can get that charcoal inside, but you're not going to get that flavor in
Yeah,
that."
I mean, the flavor came from the charcoal guy.
You're going to need
Yeah, but that
Pick up a
love.
couple bags.
and then people came out.
We
It's like,
sold it.
"Hey, what seasoning was that?" So next thing you know, people were like taking pictures of the seasonings we're using,
Mhm.
and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was cool. I had a good time.
Mhm.
Got a little faded. Ended up going home really early. So there's that. So yeah.
I don't believe that.
Well, we got a barbecue win, Phil. You guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
We
All right.
do.
This is coming from Christopher Jones. Man, this is your buddy Chris Jones, Jan?
It's not.
My brother and I entered a cook-off. I prepped and perfected my brisket rub, and throughout the week, we packed everything into a cooler that was going with me. Got to the cook-off, got the meat inspected by the head judge, and gave us the go-ahead to start. After trimming the brisket, I asked my wife to look in the cooler that held all my rubs and grab the shaker bottle that said brisket. She said it wasn't there. We got a ghost-faced emoji, or is that dead? I'm not really sure.
It's dead.
Okay. No time to mix and measure another batch. I went old school with just salt and pepper. Got 7th place out of 100 teams.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
a
about.
barbecue win.
Absolutely.
That is a barbecue win right there. That is awesome. That is great.
That's
dude.
that
I mean,
SPG.
it's like he shows up like, I can't do this. I don't have time to adapt. Give me that salt. Give me that pepper.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Do you think other
Absolutely.
states they just obviously they overcomplicate things? You're like, oh, I'm gonna make it the best like brisket ever, and then over here in Texas, there's like salt, pepper. That's it. And you're like, how do you make it so awesome? And you're like,
It's the
salt and
mesquite.
pepper.
Right.
I mean, maybe you hear the first time.
wood.
Salt, pepper. Hey, Chris, you know what you just want right now? You just want some Suckabusters. Suckabusters. Everybody wants some Suckabusters. Let's go, man. That is a barbecue win. Go online, or I'm sorry, email us. Let us know what seasoning you're looking for. Suckabusters has tremendous amount of seasonings out there. Pick one. Let us know. We'll have it sent to you. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes. You have a favorite SUCKLEBUSTERS rub there, Perry?
I like the chicks that smoke.
There it is. Boom. I was lob that up
Let's
there
go.
for him.
Hey,
Love it.
Hey, dude, this hits home runs.
Yes.
I love
My
that.
man right here.
Come on. Come on.
Dingers, baby.
Yeah.
You know, somebody asked John Daly how he had drive so hard or so far.
Yeah.
He's like, you just got to lean the T a little forward. That's how you drive further.
That's it. It's gonna lean a little further. Yeah. Guess what? It goes a little further. Duh. Yeah. I love that.
Dude, this is awesome. Hey, Perry, we thank you for coming and
Yeah.
hanging with us. We thank you for the spread that you just put out in front of us.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Pork belly is
That's what it's about.
amazing. Thank you for the beer reviews. Man, you have an open invite anytime you want to come by. And
He just set the
shoot
bar.
shit.
He
Yeah.
just set the bar. Anybody that's coming in, if you're not bringing pork belly, if you ain't bringing snacks, don't even bother coming.
Right.
I'm just saying.
100%. Hey, if you guys want to
I'm just
send in
kidding.
your wins and fails, though, real quick,
Yeah.
it's 434-829-2299. You can leave us a message or you can text us on that line. Shoot us an email, info@grabemintthebrisket.com. And wherever you're listening to this, leave us a rating and a review. Mr. Perry Brooks, do you have anybody you want to plug? You want to tell us where to find Stone Cold, any of your social medias, any of this kind of stuff?
Well, my social media really doesn't count. But I quit doing all the socials for me per se. But you can definitely find me at 3612 West Main in League City. That's right there at the Lead City Market and the Cypress. I don't know that. It's off of Louetta and Lake Conroe. But Thursdays and Saturdays, I cook in Cypress, and any other time, I'm right there in Lake City.
Perfect.
Nice.
We'll put a link to
Empanada
the,
Bar, if I can shout them out real quick.
Absolutely, do it.
The Empanada Bar there in Lake City, right there at Old Town. Keep your eyes out. If you want to try some of my brisket, hit them up for their brisket empanadas. And they have key lime pie empanadas for their sweet. They have a sweet and savory, and those are my flavors.
Yeah, and just throw Perry's name around. Like, I know Perry. Perry
Yeah,
Brooks is
right,
my
right,
boy.
right.
It's
They
good
might
for
charge
free,
you double, but
good for your free empanada, maybe like a
they
like
will
a-
give you an extra barbecue sauce though.
Right.
there it is.
There you go. Yeah.
There it is.
They're like VIP sections in the
Yeah,
back,
for
and they just open up
sure.
a door, and it's just like right out to the alley.
Yeah,
That's a good one, Jason.
love it.
You good. Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much. Like seriously, it's not too often that we actually have somebody in actual
Yeah,
studio.
this is fun.
We can do this again for sure.
I love this, and obviously, I want to keep this going, whatever else. But thank you.
Yeah, man.
Seriously.
Yeah, y'all are my fellas.
Appreciate it.
100%.
Yeah. And as always, guys, hey, we enjoyed talking barbecue with you.
Peace.
Cheers, fellas.
As we close out, big thanks to SmokerBuilder.com and the NBBQA for their unwavering support.
Absolutely. And cheers to Barbecue News Magazine, SUCKLEBUSTERS, and Dow Strong Knives for their contributions.
And you know Yeti always has our back, and Coolie Nation ensures our drinks stay perfectly cold.
Lastly, props to Cambro Manufacturing and, of course, the Spicy Nut, the Chicks of Smoke Seasoning. Thanks to all for powering this show.
Until next time, keep smoking.